What are popular and scholarly sources? Whenever somebody is doing a research, they need to know what is the pre-existing contents, similar contents in the outside world, which will basically inspire us, give valuable inputs for us to understand our research work. So we need to have different kind of sources to understand whether we are going in a correct direction or to take some inspiration input from the existing works. So two kinds of sources are available. One is the popular source, the other one is a scholarly source. We need to understand a thin line of difference between these two. Now, what are the scholarly and popular sources? There is a thin, as I told you, thin line of difference between those two. Let us understand one by one in detail. Now we can see few popular sources. What it is? Magazines, newspapers, frequently used websites. Something has happened in the outside world, very unique, very useful, innovation. So that is published on a magazine or a newspaper, when on some website. Now these gives you the basic idea saying yes, this kind of a work was done. These are not 100% proven results or 100% proven outcomes, and it is not going to give you any sufficient inputs to understand the idea. So who basically goes for your popular sources for understanding? It is general audience. Even a school child can read a newspaper, gather the information. Even an old person can gather the information. A person who is not into research can also gather the information from these popular sources. So general audience in general are editors, this is how we basically populate and see things. So general population are also references. Now how do we basically take it as reference or notes? Whenever I am doing research, I can't say I'll take a magazine cutout, website's print screen and say this is my reference, this is my notes. Correct? We can't say that. Basically popular sources are just for your knowledge, information. Now we can see something on the screen. Basically it has an information on a magazine which was published on a particular day, and it has all the details. So how many number of text is given is also given there on the screen. The details of this, if you open, we have a paper clipping here. Instagram cooks hits the books. What is it saying? The people who are cooking on Instagram, making videos on Instagram, now are publishing the book. To make their book popular, they're using the support of Instagram also. You got the information, but is it giving you any technical idea? No. Correct? We are gathering the information, but there is no much technical input. That is your popular sources. How are popular sources used? For what purpose? Basically for news, current affairs or current events, for time, basically time management and building a knowledge base. They may tell human interest stories, convey emotional responses. They can also be useful for getting an overview of a topic. That's all. Now getting into more specific research needed scholarly sources. What are scholarly sources? It can be journals. An example here given is political communication, zoo biology, American literature. All these are journals, proven journals, which will have many articles, gives you technical inputs, insights along with the ideas. Those are all the authentic sources, proven sources. Majority of the time it has economics involved. When you are using it, you might need to be take a membership, or you might have to pay it, and at the other end it is going to generate a revenue for the inventor also, a publisher also. So these are called as scholarly sources. Who are the audience for it? Basically, whoever is doing the research is an author, is a user of scholarly resources. How do we authenticate it is proven? There are peer reviewed, those are reviewed, examined before putting it into the public. So this process is called as peer review process. So peer review process will have many diagrams, will have proven statistics and graphs, and it has a specific language, understandable, easily understandable language, and those many of them are published. So scholarly sources are available on the website. It can be on different domains, giving more insight and in-depth research knowledge on a particular selected topic. Now we have to interact with different people to go for more such details. So here we can see the idea was taken, keyword search, which is going to basically take you to a particular scholarly source. One such is given here, Taylor and Francis. So there the paper was published, perceived stress as a moderator of perfectionism, burnout and job satisfaction among the millennial service workforce. This was published in 2018, proven. Since it is peer review, you can 100% say it is correct. So this is a common or a popular source. The Taylor and Francis was basically a scholarly source. There is a thin difference if you people basically observe. The same is represented here as a scholarly details. If you see here, you have more insight, technical inputs, more idea, more breaking down the idea into different details. So here more research oriented inputs are available than the previous screen. Here also it is showing how many references are available, how he developed his own paper. So as a researcher, we basically need to understand a thin line of difference between popular and scholarly. Don't run behind the popular sources, always do your research and search in the scholarly sources. Hope we are giving you the valuable inputs. So for more references, basically the university website is available. Okay, who are working basically doing research basically on this technical research. So you can refer this particular website and get the more insight. Thank you.